Bonjour mes amis, hi guys, bonjour Simon.
Bonjour mes amis, hi guys.
Simon is back on the channel and he's bringing us a red box. That's a nice red box, Simon.
Guess what's inside?
Oh, there's something inside. Thank God, thank God, thank God. Do you still like watches?
Yeah, I've been thinking about it. I still think that I might be addicted.
All right, so this is not a bracelet then. It's not for your
Nah,
wife.
it's not for my wife.
All right, shall we do the TGV thing?
Let's
All
go.
right. Na-na-na-na. What do we have? Oh, there you go.
There you go.
And I believe that was a happy birthday.
No, actually, that was my 10 years in Hong Kong celebration watch. You always need an excuse, right?
Any good excuse.
Any good excuse.
And well, that's watch guy's favorite, the Cartier Santos. I think everybody considered it, has one or want to buy one, or would be happy if their wife would gift them one. Wink, wink, if any lady is listening. And every lady would love to have one as well. There's of course different sizes. This one is the mid-size.
That's the medium size, that's
Medium.
correct. Yeah, so I've been trying over and over like the larger side as well as the medium. But when you think of Cartier, then you don't necessarily think of a very sporty watch, even though this one, there's a case to be made. It's a sport watch, it's still a dressy watch, but the brand itself, if you think about the brand, it's quite a luxury, prestigious, elegant brand. So I did not want it to go with the large size. You and I, we have the same wrist size, and I think this one is actually like perfection in terms of size. As a matter of fact, you can, this is a more like rectangular shape watch. So in terms of dimension, it's not the same as a normal watch. They say it's a 35.1 millimeter.
It's
but
not square.
no, I think it's
More like a rectangle.
yeah, it's more like a rectangle than a square.
Oh yeah. you might
Is
be
it?
right.
Or maybe, yeah. But long story short, if you take a look at it in terms of lug to lug, we're talking almost 42 millimeter. And the lug width is quite unusual. This is 18.5. And as you know, Cartier have a proprietary mechanism when it comes to changing the bracelet. And we'll demonstrate it a little bit later, but it's so convenient, so easy to change. But at the same time, it comes with a price. The price is that you cannot buy any third-party bracelet. And I think D-Log and a few other companies, a couple of months ago, maybe a year ago, they had their own set of straps specifically for that watch. And then Cartier sent them a little letter as a reminder that this is proprietary. So unfortunately now you need to go to the Cartier boutique if you want to get...
Really?
Yes.
Well, I mean, 18.5 millimeter, that's their propriety? Or, I mean,
No,
anybody can
it's
make...
you will see it's the mechanism by which you kind of change the strap. And talking of which, it comes with a very nice brown, light brown, I would say, marron.
Oh, that's chic, yeah. Good color.
And it comes with a nice tool that you can use to
Have you
resize.
worn it?
Yeah, I've worn it a couple of times.
And you prefer bracelets?
Actually, I'm not a big fan of this brown color. I like brown, but I prefer darker brown. Reason being that I try as much as I can to look at the color of my belt. I try to have the band the same color, but I don't own a belt that light.
Yeah, it's more like the post-Indian curry brown.
Yeah, sort of. It's not.
It's kind of deployed now. Yeah.
But you can go to the boutique and you can buy any custom strap there at a higher price, obviously. And I've heard through the grapevine, and don't quote me, that might be just a rumor, that maybe it's Camille Fournet that is actually making the custom strap, if you choose to buy one. But I might be wrong.
We like Camille Fournet very much.
Yeah, indeed.
So yeah, the watch starts rounding off from the lug all the way around. Just very sleek. Could almost say automotive kind of design.
Yeah, it's masculine, but at the same time, due to the curves, it makes it quite elegant. So it's not your typical Arnold Schwarzenegger kind of watch. It's more like very refined, very elegant, but yet masculine.
Nice bevel. Quite complex because it goes inwards, then outward, inward again, then go back to the satination, horizontal, a little underbelly. Do you know what movement we have in this watch?
It's the 1847 MC, so we are talking about 23 joules, 42 hours power reserve, and 28,800 hertz.
It's automatic, right?
It's automatic indeed.
And you went for the white dial?
Yeah, I think it's more classic, it's more timeless. As most of you guys should know, they've released like a green version, a blue version, although blue is my favorite color. I think in terms of legibility, the white one remains the best. The contrast is very high between the Roman numerals and the white dial.
So looking at that dial, I see that there's quite a certain symmetry to it.
Yeah, and if you remember your history class and take a look at the number 4, do you see something special about it?
Yeah, that's not the way someone who's well educated in Latin and Greek, as myself, would write it. I would write 1 bar and the 5, the V.
Correct. So 5 minus 1 equals 4, but in this case, in order to keep visual symmetry, they decided to go for a non-traditional
Well, that's what
way.
they call the watchmakers for.
Exactly.
Yeah, and of course you have the Cartier signature hidden in the
The
7
little hidden Cartier.
over here.
I'm not sure if we can zoom on it, but
Swiss-made automatic.
do you speak Cartier? If you speak Cartier, you will see the signature secrète on the Roman numeral number 7.
Right. You know what is the warranty on these from Cartier now?
Wow, I cannot remember actually. I think
5? Was it 3?
I think it's more like 2-3 years, but this I will need to double check. Can't remember.
Unlikely to need it.
Yeah, hopefully, I mean, touch wood. But another interesting part of this watch is the actual crown. So you see this one comes with crown guard, and the actual crown have 7 sides to it. So again, 7. The signature secrète is on the 7. The crown has 7 sides. And also they have what they call a cabochon. Okay, so the cabochon is actually, in this case, a synthetic spinel. So it's a gem, not
Classic.
classic
Cartier,
classic Cartier.
Well, speaking of classic, I mean the very first. I mean the reason why nobody can say anything to Cartier, and to me they own the integrated steel sport look, is that the very first watch they did, the wristwatch they did for Santos Dumont, was pretty much this on a strap, and it was already integrating the lugs to the design of the case. You know, some 70 years before Genta did it on the Royal Oak, and this is integrated steel sports watch. And with the, the rivets around the thing, it's kind of laughable that when people say, "Oh, Gérard Perregaux is copying AP." Well, AP did not invent those. Those were invented in the early 20th century, 70 years before. And all kudos to the design of Cartier. That's such a house of design. So many models. There was just a video. I don't know if it was Hodinky going through some of them or the watch box. So many wonderful designs, and you can't go wrong. You can go Ballon Bleu, and it works for guys, works for girls. It's never effeminate. It's just stylish, and it doesn't matter if you have a great movement in it or the entry-level movement, quartz. You get the amazing style, and everybody appreciates Cartier. You're never wrong. Anywhere it can be worn in any circumstance.
But now that we're talking about the bracelet and the screw, if you're someone which is very specific about things being perfect, you
want them.
Nah, they're not aligned, as you can see. But
I prefer like this.
Yeah.
It would drive me nuts if it was aligned.
I'm the opposite actually. So when I started to paying attention to them, I'm like, oh.
Can you
man,
turn
how come they're
those
not aligned?
buttons? Can you turn those screws, or that's just
No
the way
idea.
the cookie crumbles?
I think it's just the way the cookie
Like, can you
crumble.
sort of like take them out and put them back in exactly?
No, don't think so. But you know the way you change the actual bracelet, and maybe we'll demonstrate it
Oh,
later.
yeah, the little pins.
Yeah, there's some little pins, and you can add additional links. So in my case, I have removed 2 of them for my small wrist. But I've tried, and for my wife, I think if I remove 2 additional ones, she can actually
Oh, she
wear
could
it.
totally wear that. She's wearing your Air King.
Exactly.
So, so what is the system on those links?
Let me demonstrate it. I haven't practiced it for a while because I really like it on the bracelet.
Let's scratch. Oh yeah, there's the little tab here.
Yeah, there's
So
a little
you
tab.
push it in.
Yeah,
And it releases the pin.
Exactly. You release the pin, and then you can pull. You can try. You can pull the pin, the little pin, with your nail. Exactly. And if you pull it long enough, you can still pull it until it stops. Then you can separate the.
Oh, and it doesn't fall off, which is
It doesn't
another
fall off.
great
Exactly.
design. By the
Great
way.
design. The design is just perfect. It's amazing. So you can pull them apart.
Right.
You can add additional links. It's really convenient. You know, it takes a matter of
So
seconds.
once you push it back in, you just release it by pushing there.
Exactly.
Ah, man.
So you can resize the bracelet. You can buy one watch. You can be your wife and yourself wearing it. It's just perfect.
Come on, Patek, Rolex, everybody.
Oh yeah, they need to learn.
2024, that's the next thing.
They need to learn.
Everybody needs that.
And to actually remove the bracelet is a very similar mechanism. So they call that quick switch. So the link, they call it Smartlink, and the mechanism is quick switch. So if you put, you can do it. Huh? You can use your
You
nail,
just push on it.
and if you push here with your nail, automatically the bracelet will be released, and then you can put this instead.
That's
So
excellent.
if you feel confident, we can do it live, or we can do it later. And
You
and
can
show.
do it live.
I can do it
While I
live.
show people what's on my wrist, maybe I got the Atelier Haute Complication, the #1, with a dual time display, fully integrated, brand new architecture. The watchmaker is Vladimir Victor Nego, and yeah, this is gonna be a hot commodity. I'm really happy I have it. And I have to thank you actually, because you introduced me to Benny at Independent Watcher, and through my contacts with him, I got to buy this watch. Oh, there you go.
There you go. I did it off camera,
La
but
Cartier nu de Naked Cartier.
yeah, Cartier flambant nu.
La Cartier nu.
La Cartier nu. Bon, alors now I'm switching to
La Cartier
French.
Santos. If you want to say it properly, it's la
Santos de Cartier.
La Santos de Cartier.
Voilà. So for la Santos de Cartier, what we can do now, we can flip it over, put it, confidently, and then you can just go like that. If you have the right angle, you see, done. You can go, try it. You just, if you have the right angle, you don't need to force at all. You just need to align it. You don't, no need to push when you
when push it in.
You just put, that's it. You will see.
And
if it's aligned well, should clack, done.
And it goes in.
Done deal.
Wow, it changes the look totally.
It's
That's
amazing.
gonna go with your purse really well.
My man purse, which I don't own, but food for thought. But kidding aside, I've seen, if you go on Instagram, like you see people with Tiffany blue leather strap and like black alligator, shiny alligator leather strap, and so on and so on. And I think it's just amazing. Like you see, like how convenient it is, how easy it is just to switch. So it's this is the proprietary mechanism I was referring to. So I think it was D-Log. Correct me if I'm wrong. That had some third party. Yeah, they had some very nice color selection, but they've been told by
That you
Cartier.
put back the bracelet.
Yeah, no worry.
Very cool.
It's cool, huh? Isn't it? So it's just a matter of you put the. I mean, there's a little tool that comes with it, but I don't dare using it because it's in metal and I don't want to scratch anything. But if you just put your nail in this, that's it. You see, done deal.
Right.
So I can just.
And that is the property of Richemont. So don't you guys try to
Yeah, don't you try, because the one that tried, they've been
copy it.
they've been told to stop doing that, unfortunately.
Well, until a court says that.
Yeah, maybe the court will say it's not that
it's
illegal
unfair-
to enforce or unfair.
competition.
But here it
whatever.
is, back again on the bracelet.
Cool.
And-
I think we need to try it on
Yeah,
one wrist.
yeah. You try it,
My
and
right
then
wrist.
Actually, I was about to remove, but guess what I'm wearing today?
Hey,
There we go.
Snoopy!
Hey,
What's up,
Snoopy.
Snoopy?
Snoopy in back in town.
Yeah, I like Snoopy.
Yeah. There we go.
There you go, a classic elegant size.
And look at the hands, like blued sword
Okay,
hands. They call it glaive in French. It's beautiful hands, beautiful Roman numeral.
There you go.
It's very classic, but it's also a bit sporty.
Yeah, it's very chic, huh?
It's very chic, elegant. I think this, actually I will order myself a black leather strap, maybe a shiny one. And I think it will fit even with the tuxedo, black tie, put it on the black leather strap. It can, you can dress it up. And then like this, still you can wear like a full suit confidently with the bracelet, or you can wear it with jeans.
Well, enough. We get it. It's an amazing watch.
It's an amazing watch.
It's the best watch ever made.
Nah, I wouldn't say that.
It's one of the best ones.
I wouldn't say that, but you know, with 100-meter water resistance.
I think we get it. It's
The
one that
system.
you can't go wrong.
You cannot make a wrong decision buying such watch. Let's be honest, guys.
Whether you go with a smaller size, the bigger size, they're all cool. A bit of a different flavor. I think this one is a bit more into the current, I don't want to say trend, but I would say the current mindset that we don't need to have a watch, a big watch on the wrist. That the smaller watches, the classic watches, are beautiful on the wrist. And yeah, white dial, again, always perfect, always cool, and it beats any trend.
Yeah.
White dial is always the classic for Cartier.
And that's something which is quite, I mean, if you look at my collection over the past 2-3 years, I always mostly go for very classic, timeless sort of design. And this is what has driven me to take the white face, to take a Cartier. I think this is really timeless. We will look at it like in 20 years, it will still be timeless. Like to the point you were making, the first time that watch was designed, it was in 1904, and worn by the aviator Alberto Santos Dumont. So take a look. If you take a look at all the evolution of that watch since, it's just very, very minor incremental modification. This one, of course, is a little bit way modern, more modern than the Santos Dumont, but you still have a very classic.
Do the fingerprints drive you nuts? You always
yeah, the bezel, actually, yeah, you see, I brought the little microfiber cloth.
You're a very handsome man, so you're always well dressed, so it's a chance to go buy a few handkerchiefs and once in a while, just throughout the day, wipe off your Cartier.
It's actually a routine. Those that works with me in the office, they will see me like removing the watch, taking the microfiber cloth, like maybe 3 times a day. It's almost like a maniac obsession.
It's cool. It's almost like a modern industrial type of design in a way when you look at these elements. It's very cool.
And it's quite a miracle that, I mean, touch wood, and I don't think I've scratched the bezel yet, if you look at it in detail.
You want to do it live for the first time?
No, I don't think it's time to baptize it with a scratch.
Once you have one, you have to have a lot, so you gotta go crazy on it afterwards. Cool.
Yeah, it brings personality, some will say, like the scratch and everything.
I can tell you the first scratch will probably be when you grab your kid in the morning and he's got his jacket or his school bag on. That's usually what ends up scratching the watch the first time, and you can't be mad at it. So
yeah, it's always like that, or someone in the house that elevate their voice because you need to grab a bag somewhere and you put your hands under the desk and then you remove it very fast and you hit like some metallic bars and stuff. Always the same story.
The other day, the trash can, the garbage can attacked my Omega. What's wrong with you? it just closed down. The lid closed.
Not the head white.
It's like a double lid. No, not that one. The James Bond.
Okay. Oh,
but
still,
it's okay.
Yeah, it's okay. I think it's like
life.
When it happened, you're like, yeah, whatever. When you own many watches like we do here, yeah, you just get used to it. But that being said, for a watch like this, I still try to avoid it.
Cool. Well.
So yeah, Cartier is pretty interesting brand, as we all know. So little fact, some of you may remember I'm from Quebec, so I'm Canadian, and who explored Canada?
Cartier.
Cartier, voilà.
Really?
Jacques Cartier. But I need to demystify. Apparently, it's not proven that it's the same family. It's exactly the same spelling, same family name, but apparently no proven relationship. But Jacques Cartier is indeed the one that discovered and named Canada. But I think it's interesting to only watch with the same name. Actually, I was thinking about it at the same time. I'm like, man, it's sort of a homage to.
Were there like Aborigines living in Canada, or was it just too cold? And
No, there were Aborigine. Yeah. The first European to discover Canada. Let's not start a controversy here. He was the first.
Well, I want to get a lot of comments on this video. So,
Please don't. We want to live in peace. No, apparently, when the French colonized, not colonized, but settled, I should say, Canada,
yeah.
they were going very well with the Aborigine population, the local population. And actually, there is in Canada a recognized ethnicity, which is the mix of French blood and the native, and they call them métis. So the métis people is a mix of those. So
Métis in French means anyone who's mixed.
Yeah, indeed.
Cool. Well, as I was saying, if anyone has any comments, any question about the Cartier, it's great to have Santos on the channel. I don't think I had shown one before, maybe one time in one of the collections, but in person, great to see this beautiful, this beautiful aesthetic and this design. Just super cool. Can be your only watch, of course. Huh?
Yeah, I think if
almost a statement watch in a way.
And it's quite affordable as well if you think about it. Like, I think it's worth.
Yeah, they don't go nuts on the price.
The price is still quite fair, and you got like
sure,
a quality
you can get
product.
a deal if you buy it second hand, but at the same time, it's not insane, so it's okay to buy it brand new at the boutique.
Yeah, and it gives you kudos in case you need to buy something else for the wife.
Which will happen.
Yeah, which you cannot cannot avoid. Actually, I bought a few other things on the back of it, but that's husband life, I guess.
One for us, two for them. Okay, well, merci Simon. Hein?
Bah, de rien.
Santos de Cartier.
Santos de Cartier.
Super.
An elegant watch, sporty, yet very elegant, very refined.
That's what Simon says.
That's what I said.
So long.